Hello and welcome to the interview with Sumayia. Sumayia is this year's AmeriCorps Vista from Consumer Credit Counseling of Rochester. This is being recorded in July of 2020. And Sumayia, I'm going to ask you, how did you decide to become a Vista and join the Rochester Youth Year program?
Actually, at the end of my senior year of college, which was last May, um, which really seems unbelievable at this point, I had been talking to some of my professors and my advisors about postgraduate opportunities. I really didn't know what I wanted to do professionally yet, and I still wanted to do something that would um, help me grow, give me an opportunity to work, give me an opportunity to gain some more skills that I can use as I move forward in my career. And my professor of political science actually had done AmeriCorps himself, and he suggested that I apply to the program. And that's how I kind of ended up finding out about RYY. And I really liked the cohort model. So I decided to kind of take the leap and apply. And then, yeah, that's how I ended up
So
in
what was
RYY.
your major and did it have any impact on your choices?
My major was social science. I minored in poli-sci, and I had a concentration in psychology. Um, so my site is focused on financial management, consumer credit counseling services. And I was really intimidated by that because I was like, how can I apply my social science major to the work that I'm going to be doing? And there was so much jargon and so many financial terms that I really didn't know. But as I started my year, I found that my major really didn't matter because the work that I was doing over the year, I really became more and more well prepared to coordinate the program. I received like training to coordinate the program. There's so many resources. Previous Vistas had left um, sustainability binders, which kind of leave you a blueprint of the program. And so it was kind of like a crash course training on how to run this financial management program at Consumer Credit Counseling Services, um, which really made me feel more confident. And my social science major kind of helped me as well because I got to apply what I understand about our Rochester community and the social from a social science lens to my work to make the program um, better this year, um, or kind of improve it based on what I understand as well.
So how has your service changed pre-COVID to now, which is still during COVID?
Yeah, that was really a huge shift and a huge shock as it was to everybody. Um, so pre-COVID, the program that I worked on this year mainly is called Coach, and it's a free financial coaching program for low-income individuals to kind of improve their financial management and help empower them to make financial decisions and focus on improving their credit score, um, increase their savings, and also reduce debt, which of course leads into home ownership and other kinds of things. Um, I lost my train of thought, Leslie.
So eventually you're going to tell me how pre-COVID service to now, which is during COVID, how your service has changed.
Okay. So we met once a month with a group, and they met with their coach. Individuals would meet with their coaches, and we would facilitate meetings. So I was used to meeting everybody in person, and I kind of had gotten used to facilitating. And it was difficult for me because after coronavirus, we had to figure out how to make everything online. And so what I had to do essentially was um, communicate with coaches and participants in the program um, so that they could talk one-on-one and meet, and then also facilitate our monthly meetings through Zoom. which really worked out well.
So now that your year of service is ending, pretty much at the end of July, how have you started preparing for the next step? What's your plans?
So I'm definitely considering graduate school, but I'm also looking to kind of work and gain some real world experience. So I've kind of been applying to different jobs around Rochester, but also out of state, um, to kind of figure out what my next move will be. And at the same time, I'm preparing to kind of do master's degree applications, essentially.
So what would your graduate school degree look like?
I'm considering going into a master's for public policy degree.
And how has your AmeriCorps service influenced your choice for your graduate degree or the fact that you're planning to go to graduate school?
I definitely feel more confident having this experience on my grad application, um, and also work applications, which is why I feel pretty well prepared for either, because I have um, work that I've done this year that I can kind of talk about in a job interview. But also, I learned a lot this year, and I can definitely talk about that as well for graduate school programs. So I do feel pretty confident about like what I've gained this year through this 1 year of experience. Um, and yeah, I hope that it transfers.
So I have one more question. What was one of the highlights of your year, and what was one of the most strength building portions of the year where you powered through and overcame something that was unexpected and perhaps a little tougher than expected?
Well, I would have my highlight of the year would have to be, I had many little ones. I think talking to people who participated in the coach program and seeing how much the program has kind of impacted them and how they appreciated their coaches and the meetings and the financial management um, education, like really made me feel like everything that I have been doing this year was really worthwhile and made me really happy. Um, and a difficulty I'd have to say is doing Vista is definitely not a lucrative financial opportunity. So
Very true, very true.
I did have like a financial emergency pop up, and I was really nervous as to how I was going to um, pay for that, keep up with rent and other expenses. But somehow it all kind of came together. And ironically, the financial management meetings that I had been facilitating, I they were well needed for myself as well, and they were very educational for me as well. So a lot of the things that I was telling other partners about when they fell into financial difficulties, I was able to apply to myself. And throughout the year, since I had some savings and I had kind of the foresight and a budgeting sheet, that really helped me through that situation and kept me kind of going through the year.
Thank you for your time. This has been an awesome and efficiently effective interview. I really appreciate you taking the time to chat. Is there anything else that you'd like to say that we haven't already touched on?
No, just thank you for having me. It's always nice talking to you.